Hey guys, it's Libby. I'm back, and I'm not dead. There was some concern about this. I spent the weekend in the hospital because I had the stomach flu earlier this week, and then that virus apparently moved into my heart and inflamed the tissue around that. And we did some science, and we checked, and it turns out that you do need your heart in order to live. So that's kind of an important thing. So now I'm on all the ibuprofen you can possibly imagine, and I'm feeling better. So I'm about to shoot as many videos as I can until I collapse. Starting with my TBR for the Project TBR Readathon, which is being hosted by Benjamin of Tomes. And it's been like weeks since my last readathon, so I am way overdue. Now, there were several books that I wanted to read for this, but they were actually rereads. So I decided not to choose any of those because that's not really in the spirit of the Project TBR, which is to get books off of your TBR list. Even though I'm not trying to do 0x16 because... So the first challenge is to read a book that is under 250 pages, and for that I am reading The Mezzanine by Nicholson Baker. As you can see, it is 135 pages, and it is extremely pretentious. It's got like footnotes out the wazoo. That's all footnotes. That's a continued footnote from this side. And it's stream of consciousness, and I might hate it, but then I can just get rid of it. The next challenge is to read a book that is over 500 pages. For that, I'm going to be reading The Book of Strange New Things by Michel Faber. And this book is actually exactly 500 pages. So I think I'll have to read the acknowledgments in order for this to count as being over 500 pages. But let's just say it counts. So this book is a work of science fiction. It's fairly recent. It came out at the end of last year. And it's about the first Christian missionary to an alien species and the letters he writes to his wife back on Earth. And it actually feels super weird to be reading this because I just got this like last month, and normally I do not have a good turnaround with books that I buy. I buy them to read them like 6 months to a year later. So I'm like, I can't read this yet. It's only been on my shelf for a couple of weeks. What? But you know what? I should up my turnaround. I should read more books. The eternal refrain of the booktuber. Shooting a video. Do you want to be in the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the video about?
It's about, it's TBR.
Okay?
You look gorgeous. Come here. Okay, so next book.
You see switch sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the next challenge is to read a book with green on the cover. For that, I am reading The Savage Garden by...
Over my face. Your face is prettier. Oh.
Okay. You can't cover the author's name. You're such a noob. Okay, I'm reading The Savage Garden by Mark Mills. It's got some green. It's about a garden and stuff.
That makes sense. I mean, it should have green and it's about a garden.
Oh, it could be about a rock garden. Could be set in Japan.
I don't have a rock garden. What is it? Why are we doing it?
But it's not. It's set in Italy. And it's, I don't know, it's like mystery, and there may be something about Nazis. And I bought this book so long ago.
Nazis.
I don't remember what.
Classic Nazis.
Murdering people.
With their gardens.
Yeah, and there might be some like funky Da Vinci Illuminati stuff. And you left the door open, David.
Okay, I'm tired of holding this book.
Okay, so Savage Garden, that's my green book. Next one is to read an underhyped book. I'm reading The Affinity Bridge by George Mann, book 1 of the Newberry and Hobbs investigation series. It was going to be a trilogy.
Hobbs.
Their names are new. They're British. It's steampunk.
Very
Look,
subtle.
It's got a dirigible on it. Look at the back. It's like a newspaper.
Oh my god! This is Ted's Bulletin level of graphic design.
Way to make a reference that everyone will understand.
If you are in the Northern Virginia area, we would recommend Ted's Bulletin.
I don't know if I have any subscribers who live in the United States, let alone the Northern Virginia area.
Come to visit us next year at LibbyCon.
Just hold the book. Okay. So it has less than 4,000 ratings on Goodreads, which is like a pretty standard definition for underhyped. And then the last, like, bonus challenge, if you finish all the other ones, but I won't, so...
You're so pretty.
Is to read a sequel to a book you've always wanted to read but haven't read. The book that I have read is Fearland by...
So good.
Do you remember who it's by?
Edwin R. Abbott?
Edwin A. Abbott. Edwin Abbott. His parents were cousins. His parents were cousins.
Oh, no.
But the sequel is Fearland, and it is actually not by Edwin Abbott. It is by someone with possibly a worse name.
Dionys Burger.
Dionys Burger.
Dionys Burger? That's so... I see that in bookshelf all the time. I'm like, Dionys Burger.
It's not a good name.
That is completely unacceptable. That on the continuum...
When it's translated. Translated by Cornelie J. Reinbold.
What is happening with these
There's
books?
quite a bunch of names.
What is going on?
So, Sphereland is short. It's more maths fiction. Do you know of any maths fiction? I showed it speaking
There are
British.
some math. I have a speech impediment. Web comics that are out there.
Okay. I
They
believe
exist.
Flatland and Sphereland may be the only math fiction
Oh, that's
books
false.
that are good.
Well, I don't want to get into that. We don't know that Sphereland's good.
We know that Flatland is good. Though.
Flatland is so good.
Flatland is excellent.
Like, you should know that, I'm guessing, because you're on a book YouTube thing.
No,
but if you,
Flatland's
like,
kind of funny.
are a YA person, everyone should read Flatland because it's very accessible and it's very good.
I am the king of Pointlands.
You shouldn't be.
All hail the king of Pointlands.
You're better than that, Libby.
He is glorious.
He's not, though.
In his unity.
I mean, this is very complicated. You should read the book. You should read the book. You should read the book. It is good. It's
And in
really
a week,
good.
I'll let you know if you should read Sphereland as well.
Yeah.
No, I won't, because I'm not going to get to this, because I have 4 of the books to read
You
first.
should. It should be a book that you actually read because it's so short. You should read it first.
No,
And you
but
might really like
This
it.
is the bonus challenge.
If it's really
You
good,
gotta
though.
complete all the other ones
But
first.
if it's really... that has really the highest potential of any book that you've listed.
But I feel like there's gonna be more opportunities to read books after this
Alright.
readathon.
I'd see.
It's actually, no, it's this one, and then they stop.
And then they stop.
No one reads ever again.
Does that mean that you'll hang out with me again?
Will you stop playing Dota? Okay, so that is my TBR for the Project TBR Readathon. So now, as the end of this video, let's make another.
Alright, let's make another.